Skin disorders. Let's just talk a little bit about this. There is a little program that we put together called the SITS program. I think we're going to get a sheet going around. If you want to get that, we'll email it to you for free. What that program really cracks into is, I believe, probably the most significant discovery in immunology ever. And that is, the real problem is not virus, fungus, yeast, mold, cancer cells, etc. It's an organism that causes calcification. And that's at the root cause, like hard of hearing. What's that mean? You got organisms that they're forming little clams inside your ear. Cataracts, right? Little organisms, little clamshells are forming in the cornea. Let's say heart disease. What's that? That's it right there. That's a sign up. It's a free document. It's 17 pages, and we're taking those 17 pages, by the way, and moving it into its 3rd edition, and we're really going to systematize the whole thing so it's really easy, even though I think the 2nd edition is very easy. Heart disease. When you start opening someone's coronary artery up, you find out it's all loaded with calcium. That white stuff, you ever seen them pull that white stuff, the plaque? What is that? It's calcium. Okay, when you're looking at, like, say, Alzheimer's, calcium in the brain. Psoriasis, calcium on the skin. Organisms that are in conjunction with a fungus. So you have a calcium-forming organism, like a little clam, and a fungus hanging out together. When you have a clam and a virus together, you have rheumatoid arthritis. So unless we take out that calcium-forming component, the other stuff just sits on top of that. It actually grips it. It's just like a coral reef. You know, all the little critters live in the coral reef. All the viruses, etc., live on that. This program talks about addressing how to get the calcification out of your body. The bad calcium, which is very different from the good calcium. To get the bad calcium out, therefore you then begin to rebuild your immune system at the core level. In fact, I believe that system can actually reset your immune system to when you were 4 years old. It's that powerful.
What's good for blood cancer?
Blood cancer, chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. Like vegetable juice. I come in here and just drink vegetable juice, celery juice with garlic. And lemon, celery, garlic, lemon, parsley. That's simple. Keep it like that. All green vegetables. All green vegetables. Basically your blood is exactly the same composition as tree sap. It's exactly the same composition off of honey, off of agave, anything like that. For 3 months. Can be done. Sprouts are amazing. Let's talk about sprouts for a second. You can take dilute ocean water, not from Coney Island, but if you can get out there on Long Island and you can get ocean water, you could literally, with ocean water, dilute it, say 20 parts to 1. 20 parts regular water or distilled water or rainwater, 1 part ocean water. 20 to 1, 30 to 1, 40 to 1. What's the small part of it? The 1. That's the ocean water. The 20 cups of the other thing is distilled water, rainwater, something like that. And then you water your sprouts with that. You water your wheatgrass with that. It's called ocean-grown agriculture. And what happens is that all the minerals that are known, all the minerals that are unknown, it's all in ocean water. Ocean water contains every mineral in the whole goddamn universe.
Can I ask you about MS?
Hold on. We're getting there. This is an important point. Sprouting in your home. You can grow sprouts and wheatgrass in your home with dilute ocean water and get more minerals in that food grown on your own shelf right in front of your kitchen than you could buy in a store ever. You could get 90 mineral wheatgrass growing right there in your windowsill. That's really powerful. And you can get something that is so rich in minerals that you've never actually had a food in your life that was that rich in minerals. And what's the price? Nothing. Can everyone here go to the ocean? Is that reasonable? You take an empty 5-gallon container of water container, you go down to the ocean, go as far out of the city as possible, go to the ocean, fill that thing up, put a cap on it, bring it home, leave it in the shade, inside preferably, because it'll freeze, you got to be careful of freezing. Leave it in the shade, so somewhere it's out of direct sun, and leave the top open. And that ocean water, you just dip a little bit into your watering, like when you water your plants with it, just dip a little bit in there every time you water your plants. And what will happen is your plants will go to their genetic maximum in mineralization. So the plant's immune system improves. Notice the relationship. When the plant gets more minerals, its immune system improves, its appearance improves, it starts to become happy, it looks glowing. If you're eating the plant, it tastes better. And then you suddenly get those minerals, therefore your immune system probably what? Improves. You start feeling better, you start looking better, everything fills itself out, you genetically fill out all those minerals. There's so many minerals missing in people's diets these days, and they've been missing for so long. It's unbelievable. And this is why we've gotten into chronic psoriasis and chronic problems like this, because it just, we had a collapsed immune system from the age of, say, 1 or 2, because we were missing all the minerals. Next thing you know, we just, body just went, can't fix that problem, too bad, we'll just have to deal with it later. And it's just trying to fight fires over here.
Do you prefer to sprout the soil?
Do I make a sprout soil?
Prefer to sprout the soil?
Oh, do I prefer to sprout in soil? The best way to sprout, I think, is to either do it all in jars and do it all that way, and then fill it up and then drain it, fill it up and then drain it, or to actually get like a little bit of peat with a little bit of soil, so it's like a little thin layer of soil, a little bit thin layer of peat moss in like a McDonald's tray. I got a little mission for you. I want you to go to McDonald's, and I want you to steal one of those trays. I want you to come home, put a little layer of peat moss down, put a little layer of soil down, put your sprouted sunflower seeds you've been soaking just as they start to put a little tail out, just layer them on the top of that and leave them in your windowsill and water them with very dilute ocean water. And just give that a try. It's pretty much almost free. It's almost free. Celtic sea salt could be used in that way, but there are things in ocean water that are not Celtic sea salt. And Celtic sea salt does not replace ocean water. So there's living minerals or high energy particles in ocean water that are not capable, you're not able to capture them in salt actually. They evaporate right with the water as the salt forms, when the sea salt is being formed. And there's about 12 minerals like that. So it is very different. But it's better than nothing. It is better than nothing. Okay, question back here. Aloe vera. Aloe vera. Aloe vera is one of the best things. If you're digestively disturbed, aloe vera can heal you like you can't even believe. And I'm talking about fresh aloe vera that you fillet yourself. You get the box of 10 like this, boom, with the big leaves in it. You take them all out and you leave them on your kitchen counter. You don't have to refrigerate them. You don't have to do anything. You just leave them on the kitchen counter, and every day you pick one of those up. You cut it in half, leave the other one there, and you just fillet that thing out, the big thing of gel out, throw it in the blender, and put it into your pau d'arco tea, your smoothie, whatever you're doing, and that will give you so much digestive relief, it's not even funny. What does it do? It calms, cools, and soothes. Calms, cools, and soothes. And that will then begin to get us back to where we want to be. There's a whole lot more. I mean, it's hard for me to, in this kind of a situation, it's hard for me to go down a whole list. But basically, yay. Uh-oh.
Dirty muck with your cow.
This right here, this living like this, it's beyond heaven. It's beyond heaven. It's crazy actually.
It's earth, baby.
Basically, this is just what is this? You tell me.
10 things.
Instead of everybody talking about individual problems, they do the 10 superfoods and the 10 herbs, they won't have to worry about any problem. So instead of breaking it down to Vita, this, the other thing, just do 10 superfoods. You got it done.
And the top 10 herbs. And then what happens is then get off, if you're really candida, it's a real candida problem, you got to get off sugar, any kind of sugar, any kind of carbohydrates. That's the main thing that feeds candida, is carbohydrates or sugar. Runaway sugars like sucrose, like high fructose corn syrup, that kind of stuff. The body being hit by that constantly, that's when we end up like that. Then we get the friendly bacteria in. So if you get on the top 10 superfoods and the top 10 herbs, you'll notice like in the top herbal traditions, there's also another piece in here, which is friendly bacteria. The friendly bacteria. You get on some kind of a cultured food of some sort. Culture food up, so you're getting tons of bacteria.